day. My name is Agnes Anak Nani, and today I will be presenting on cardiology, the branch of medicine that focuses on the heart and the circulatory system. Throughout this presentation, I will present about some of the basic anatomy and physiology of the heart, some key biochemical process involved in heart function, one of the major diseases affecting the heart, and finally, we will take a look at the recent advances in the field of cardiology. Okay, so now, what is cardiology? Cardiology is the medical specialty dedicated to diagnosing and treating disease of the heart and circulatory system. Cardiologists manage conditions such as coronary artery disease, heart failure, arrhythmias, and congenital heart defects. They also work closely with patients in order to manage important risk factors, including high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes, all of which significantly increase the risk of heart disease. By focusing on prevention as well as treatment, cardiologists play a critical role in supporting long-term cardiovascular health. Now, let's look at the structure of the heart. The heart is divided into four chambers, which is the right atrium and the left atrium at the top, and the right ventricle and left ventricle at the bottom. Blood flows in a coordinated pathways through these chambers to ensure deoxygenated blood travels to the lungs and oxygenated blood is pumped throughout the body. Between these chambers are the heart valve, which is uh, the mitral valve, tricuspid valve, aortic valve, and pulmonary valve. They act like a one-way doors. Their job is to ensure the blood flows forward and does not leak backward. Next is the heart wall. The heart wall itself has three main layers, which is the epicardium, myocardium, and endocardium. The epicardium, which is the outer protective layer. Next is the myocardium, which is the muscular pumping layer, and lastly is the endocardium, which is the smooth inner lining that reduces frictions as blood flows. Alright, next we will look at how the heart functions. The heartbeat is controlled by the heart's electrical conduction systems. It begins at the SA node, which is also called the heart's natural pacemaker. This node generates an electrical impulse that spreads through the atria, causing them to contract. This impulse then will reach the AV node, which delays the signal slightly. This delay is very important because it allows the ventricles enough time to fill with blood before they contract. The repeated cycle of contractions, which is called systole, and relaxations, which is called diastole, forms what we call the cardiac cycle. This continuous process keeps blood circulating throughout the body every second of our lives. Now let's look at the biochemistry part of the heart. At the cellular level, the heart relies on a process which is known as the excitation-contraction coupling. When an electrical impulse reaches a cardiac muscle cells, it will open the calcium channels. These calcium ions will enter the cell through the channels and trigger the interactions between actin and myosins, which is the proteins that is responsible for muscle contractions. The most important thing is ATP or energy, that is it is required not only for contractions but also for relaxations. Without ATP, the heart muscles would not be able to reset and prepare for the next beat. This biochemical process ensures that every electrical signal results in a coordinated heartbeat. Okay, next, let's take a look at the one of the most significant conditions treated in cardiology, which is the coronary artery disease, or for short we can call it CAD. This disease occurs when atherosclerosis or fatty plaque buildup narrows the coronary arteries. These arteries are responsible for supplying oxygenated blood to the heart muscle. When they become narrowed, the heart receives less oxygen. This reduced blood flow is called ischemia, which may cause chest pain known as angina. If a coronary artery becomes completely blocked, it can result in a myocardial infarction or what people usually call heart attack. So, major risk factors include smoking, diabetes, and also hypertension, all of which will damage the blood vessels and increase plaque buildup over time. Because this CAD is so common worldwide, prevention and early treatment are the key priorities in cardiology. Alright, finally, advances in cardiology. Fortunately, modern medicine continues to develop new tools and techniques. One major advancement is TAVR, or the full name is transcatheter aortic valve replacements. As the name suggests, this is a minimally invasive procedure used to replace a diseased aortic valve without needing an open heart surgery. It allows faster recovery and is especially beneficial for elderly or high-risk patients. Okay, another innovation is a wearable ECG monitoring technology. These devices continuously track heart rhythms, which allows doctors to detect arrhythmias earlier and monitor patients remotely. This means many heart conditions can now be detected before serious complications occur. Alright, to summarize, cardiology focuses on the heart and circulatory system. The heart's anatomy, its chambers, valves, and wall layers allows it to function as an efficient pump. Electrical and biochemical processes control the heartbeat, while coronary artery disease is one of the leading heart problems worldwide. And thanks to our modern advances, diagnosis and treatment continue to improve. The heart is truly a remarkable organ, working non-stop from before we are born until the end of life. Understanding how it functions helps us to appreciate the importance of maintaining cardiovascular health through lifestyle choices and medical care. Thank you for listening.